Welcome Patrick Bateman. Someone just dropped off in front of my home. Oh, native cottontail rabbit. Oh, look at that. Hello, hello. Skip it about muscles almost as big as mine. The umbilical cord is still attached. Time to do surgery. Sure can't wait to shoot this animal with the 308 on a high fence ranch in West Texas. Good morning, everybody. Boy, do I have an adventure for you today. Kumala has escaped from Capybara Hospital. Pooey pooey. Thankfully, he looks like he's doing pretty well, and that wound looks pretty healed up. The baby and his wife also look pretty happy, and they're hanging out with these little guys. Okay, I just put out some food for these little dinguses. Look how these guys just crowd around me whenever I open this. Yeah, there's not enough for everybody in here, guys. Calm down. Oh, good morning. But the property looks beautiful again today. That's a big old frog just sitting there. But this is a nice, lovely paddock, and you're probably wondering, Uncle Ben, what are you preparing this little patch of grass here for? With the perfect amount of shade, sunlight, grass, and a pond. Well, today I'll show you. But take a look at how nice this little area is for the baby and his wife. Oh my goodness, you guys. It happened. This is perhaps the best day of my young life. Okay, guys, I just gave her some food, but look, there's a baby back there. Oh, sweet heavens, look at this. The miracle of life has occurred on my farm. Oh, but it's time to go ahead and shear her very soon. Look how precious that little tiny creature is, you guys. I will do everything in my power to keep this little fella alive. Any tips that you guys have, let me know. Look, the umbilical cord is still attached. Oh, there's an egg. Okay, I got this adorable little creature. Oh, my sweet goodness. They've just been batting at each other. Come on, get in there. Yes, good girl. But all right, you guys, I got him in here. Look at her. She has the zoomies. But I got him set up in here. Oh, my goodness. This is the most precious little... Is it a boy? It's a boy. And he's black. That's so neat. Wow, look at these guys just going crazy. Okay, the mom is separate. I'm scaring the ram out as we speak. Whoa, was that hit rapper and artist a baby? Sir, it's so nice to meet you. What are you doing behind bars? Did you shoot another 19-year-old in a Walmart, sir? We're really out here just playing Minecraft in real life, you guys. Oh, look at this hungry boy. This is a little baby black buck antelope. They're invasive and hunted here in West Texas. My buddy called me a week ago about his friend who had trapped them and then was relocating them when one of them gave birth on his trailer. And when they were released on the new property, the mom just ran off and left the baby on 100 acres. Thankfully, my buddy's girlfriend's brother is dating a goat farmer and they had goat colostrum, which saved his life. Chimkins. They also had some chicks that just happened to be hatching when we walked by. But I asked my buddy to show me how they transport these antelope and he brought me to this farm. And they even had a kangaroo that turned blind that we might be getting pretty soon. She was just a little mess all over. Is that hit rapper and artist the baby? Wow. Look at those. Wow, that muscle's almost as big as mine. That's insane. Obviously, this boy is much bigger than the baby and way more dangerous. And this was just some cringe oryx with a messed up horn. And they even had these precious little fallow deer that were just bottle raised and very friendly. These also require no permits to own in Texas, and I've shown you guys how to bottle feed these in the old videos. But we got the cool opportunity to show you guys what it looks like to deliver these cool animals to people. This is what the black bucks look like when they're full grown. But these are invasive wild caught ones that are not friendly. And the owner, who was very wealthy, let us fish on his giant bass pond before we left to go home. Also, my buddy's neighbor got these emus. Look at this bird that just keeps flying into their coop. Hello, hello. What type of bird is this, guys? It was obviously coming in here for all this food. Goodbye, little bird. But after I told my buddy we'd take in this little fella, he's been feeding it every day and socializing it with his dogs. We also had some great folks from the hit YouTube channel Corn-Fed Life come out and help us shear our sheep. Look at her little udders. But because we wanted to keep the wool, we just decided to go ahead and cut everything around the udders and the anus. I actually did get to do most of that myself with minimal nicks, but now there's no more nasty poopies around the udder. Oh, welcome, kids. What are you doing in my house? Get over here. As you can see, I'm changing the water, and this little fella found this bluegill. Not gonna be letting him eat that because it's way too big for him. Okay, time to do surgery. Okay, I was able to get it out with this. I still have a lot of these little guys left, so I'm gonna be giving him these for a little while. Clearly, he's a healthy weight. Look at the base of his tail and his neck. He's doing so much better than how he was whenever we first got him. The little noises he makes. Oh. Okay, this is now nice and full. I went ahead and treated the water. I have the heaters running right now, so this little guy will be nice and warm before we put him back in here. And there's enough water to where this filter actually does something. I did a little water change here with these guys. So they're just kind of hiding right now, but they're still healthy and well. Meanwhile, while that is warming up, I have this little guy in the little enclosure that he used to live in back when he was small and emaciated. He's a spicy little fella. Son, here you go. here you go. I know he just wants to fight right now. Oh, look at that. Morning, everybody. Please stop leaving wildlife on my property. Please stop coming to my house and leaving wildlife on the front steps of my property. Old Uncle Ben is still a couple months out from having his wildlife rehab permit, so legally I cannot rehabilitate this adorable little creature. Thankfully, this adorable little cottontail rabbit here, this is a little native cottontail rabbit, is actually in stupendous health, and that has absolutely nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me at all. There's more than enough grass and other little things for this fella to eat around here for all of these animals. So this adorable little creature will do very well here. There you go. Goodbye. And that is a just fine age for this little fella to exist out in the wild. And just like that, you guys, he's already completely disappeared. I can't even find him anymore. Eventually, though, oh, look at this little butterfly. Don't mind if I do. But eventually, we will have a drop-off bin at the front of the property for people to leave orphaned and injured wildlife, where you fill out a little form, do all that stuff. It's like how Austin Wildlife Rehab conducts business. Look at all these beautiful wildflowers. Until then, don't come here. Don't give me any wildlife, because I'm just gonna eat them. But as you guys can see, I cleaned off my porch. Also, someone dropped off these goslings on our property. It's the same thing, you guys. I don't know if these are native or if they're just Toulouse goslings. They look like they could just be Toulouse. But if these are native, then I'm gonna have to transfer them to Austin because we don't have our permit. So do not leave animals on my property, people. What's funny though is that you don't need a permit for this animal, which is literally from Africa and could really hurt you when it's full grown. This little fella's name is Patrick Bateman. He's a black buck antelope that was born on a livestock trailer during transport, and when his mother was let out, she ran off without him. These little fellas are also invasive here in the great state of Texas because everyone loves to hunt these guys. Beautiful little creature. Looks like one of my little workers made it into the house. Time to eat him. I'm just gonna put this little fella outside. This way he can get right back to work. But look at these little fellas, they're best friends. But one day this man will get big enough to eat him. Also, I couldn't find Master Oogway anywhere, and then I found out that he was right here, hiding in this grass. Well, look at this little fella. Get back. Oh. All right, everybody, as you can see, the clappies are swimming, and I can see them very clearly here from my porch. But look at this, guys. I can just walk right off the back porch and see these clappies swimming. And now there's no longer glass and nails for me to step on. Look at these boys just swimming in here. Oh, goodness, they're fighting. Oh, look how cute they are. Also, I just refilled this and it's completely brown. Look at this precious creature. I have this pool net that's for fishing out the little poopies. It's like a fun little game. After I fish these out, I put them on the pile there. Pretty neat, huh, guys? And I can just walk right back to my home. Wow, they found the water. Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure these are Toulouse geese. I'm not 100% sure. Again, this is another animal that someone just dropped off in front of my home. But I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna call some buddies. I'll call up the game warden and see. Also, apparently, even if they are Canadian geese, we can still technically have them with a special permit. People do breed and sell them, but it's just not very profitable, so it's not something that people do commonly. But I think they might be Toulouse, because we don't really have Canadian geese in this little area, at least around Waco at all. At least I've never seen one in Waco. But look how happy this bass is, you guys. I think he's searching for a minnow to eat. And I keep this little precious baby right here whenever I leave the house. And I'm bottle feeding this guy a little differently than I have the other deer that I've shown you guys on our channel. Take a look at that little baby boy. So this guy's a little bit different from the other ones. He is a antelope, not a deer or anything like that from Africa, but he still just drinks goat's milk. So I actually get this raw goat's milk from a dairy. It's perfect. He was actually raised on goat's colostrum. Whenever they found him in the trailer, they gave him colostrum from a goat. And giving him that colostrum actually saved his life. This little guy basically thinks I'm his mom. As you can see, he'll follow me around just about everywhere, all around the property. Now, some people say you gotta heat up the bottle with some warm water. You know, what's wrong with society nowadays is nobody wants to use the microwave to heat up their bottles for their bottle baby. They say, oh, Uncle Ben, you need to run it under hot water, Uncle Ben. You gotta run it under hot water. I know it takes longer. The truth is, though, you guys, if you just shake it up real good after putting it in the microwave and you're sure it's the right temperature, which for this guy is, I think, like 98, 96 degrees, body temperature, basically, they'll be fine. The reason why you don't want to give them right from the microwave is because these little guys will have warm pockets in them. And if there's a particular pocket of water or milk in there that's very hot, it could scald him when he's drinking. So you got to be very careful to shake it up and wait a little bit after you take it out of the microwave, or run it under hot water. That works too. And there's other special little things you guys can use to heat up liquids in a safe way for these creatures. But as you can see, this little fella is very good at taking the bottle. But there it is, guys. That was his last bottle of the day. And also that's why we put all this carpet down here. It's because if I let him run on the vinyl, he'll end up slipping and hurting his feet. But as you can see, this little guy's very good at taking the bottle, and he's a precious little creature. So please go down into the comments, you guys, and welcome Patrick Bateman to the Urban Rescue branch. Okay, whatever, fine. We'll do a full creature feature. Come on, everybody, let's go. Come on. All right, the last thing I'm going to show you guys is how to latrine him. We don't really need to do this anymore with him because he's older. Take a warm, wet washcloth and you lick their backside. You also lick their little pingus. Okay, I'm going to put him on the grass, guys. Whoa! Overflowing with joy, I am. Sure can't wait to shoot this animal with the 308 on a high fence ranch in West Texas. Oh, you sure do look tasty. Oh, did I get a little bit on your eye? No, he's... I'm gonna go ahead and switch the lights to daytime for these little boys. And now it's time to give Patrick Bateman a little lesson on humility.